Well, for those who don't know or understand, first off, it's your boy Carcino here. Let's get that addressed right off the right off the cusp, right? Carcino! Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit all those things, the notification bell. Hopefully, you get a notification bell alert sent to you. There's been a lot of nonsense going on around here, and everybody is working hard to try to figure out what the hell. But as we do, we keep it moving forward. Now, this is the kicker, and I want all y'all to understand while we talking about it. These fools in the world today, oh my gosh. How do I even address this? The Memphis Grizzlies organization understands they're the underdogs here. They don't have the bankroll, they don't have the popularity, they don't have the media that the Lakers have. But they have the hottest star in basketball in Ja Morant. And they know that they are one of the most talked about teams throughout the internet. Not on like ESPN and everything, but the internet, right? After Shannon Sharp goes on there and keeps by berating them and talking all this stuff and jumping up, waving his finger around and acting crazy, they decided to tell him to hold that L when they whooped the Lakers in Memphis. Now, LeBron didn't play, and Shannon Sharp definitely didn't attend the game in Memphis, as I would understand, and believingly so. That is a very bad idea for him to go and attend that game. But on top of it, the Los Angeles Lakers, Shannon laughed after they put the hold that L up there for him. I thought it was funny. But the Los Angeles Lakers didn't. And what they just started to do was start a new campaign about basically the new campaign was about what could they get, you know, to really irk and draw R from the Grizzlies team. So out of nowhere, of rhyme and reason, all of a sudden the media just starts dropping Ja Morant slander. Right? Out of nowhere. Once again, they're bringing up the 17-year-old incident. Now, Taylor Jenkins was asked about it, and he said that was addressed internally. I was aware of the investigation of the NBA. We were fully compliant with it. I think they came out with a statement saying nothing was, corroborated or found. And that's all he was going to comment about. Now, they accused Ja Morant of verbally accosting the Pacers personnel, and someone had put a red laser on them and from a nearby SUV. We felt we were in grave danger, a person who was present said. The NBA investigated the incident and found out that this was a bunch of BS. So now this tries to slander Ja Morant even more, which leads me to believe, why is this being allowed by the NBA? Now there's rumors about he pulled a gun on his 17-year-old and repeatedly punched him in the face during a pickup game. So that's where we are right now. And that problem has saying, oh man, Ja Morant's in trouble again. He punched the team and flashed a gun. All of a sudden, this story is floating around. The Washington Post had put it up there. Okay? Now, once the Washington Post put the article out there and they called it their top exclusive, Ja Morant agent wants to know why, oh why, are they being targeted? This is rumors, gossip, and it's unsubstantiated. So why is this even being mentioned? Why are they talking about he making threats and he punched the team when none of it has come up, right? Oh, this is his behavior. This is 2 incidents in 4 days with Ja Morant. They had head of security at the Memphis Mall said he felt Morant threaten him during a parking lot altercation that involved a group of Morant's friends. A police report was filed by the security director who alleged that Morant let me find out what time he gets off, he said after the altercation, and that was interpreted as a threat. Morant and his friends were accused of punching a teenager boy in the head during a pickup game at Morant's home, and the later incident alleged Morant went into his house and returned with a gun in his waistband of his pants. No charges was filed, citing lack of evidence. So, here we go. All of a sudden, once the Grizzlies post up to the Lakers and Shannon Sharp saying, hold this L, all of a sudden, media all around the world has got all this new information. We got new information now. Sad, ain't it? Ain't it pathetic? The games they play. Now all of a sudden, it's new information. Where was this new information 2 years ago? I mean, when the incident was happening. And why is this stuff that's what we know legally is not even being investigated? There's no evidence of any of this. So why is the public holding on to this like, yep, Ja, he's just a thug. They just were trying to ruin his name before his shoes drop. This is deliberate. I blame the Lakers organization. And they are the ones should be held responsible for all of this nonsense. Do anyone even know that the Shelby County District Attorney said no charges was filed? This is lack of evidence. This was an incident in his home. So this must be someone he knew. Whatever happened there in the game or whatever during a pickup game in his house didn't amount to anything because there was no charges filed. All this stuff is being put out by people motivated and trying to tear Ja Morant down. They want to tarnish him for their own reputation or financial gain. Ja Morant has not been charged with any crime at any point. Now, here's the next incident, right? Morant was hosting pickup games at his house. A local high school star was amongst the players. The teenager who had been invited to the games before looked up to Ja Morant, claimed Morant threw the ball hard at his chest while he was attempting to check it in. When the boy did the same to Morant, the ball allegedly hit Morant in the face. The boy claimed it was an accident. Ja Morant allegedly responded by asking a friend, "Do I do it to him?" before punching the boy in the face. The alleged victim said Morant hit him 12 to 13 times. And his friend, who's identified as Devontae Pack, hit him 4 or 5 times. The boy said he was left with a large knot on his head. After this, the boy said Morant went in his house and returned with a gun tucked into his waistband of his pants. Morant was not accused of pulling the gun, but the boy said Morant had his hand on the weapon and that Morant's father had urged Morant to go back into the house. Morant did not dispute that he had punched a teenage boy in an interview with police, but said he has been acting in self-defense after the boy had thrown the ball at his head and squared up against him aggressively. Morant admitted he had thrown the first punch, but that he viewed the boy as the aggressor due to his behavior with the ball. Morant also accused the boy of threatening to light this place up as the boy was leaving the house, which prompted Morant to file his own police report. So, all of this, right? They declared nothing happened because the high school boy wasn't at fault. So they put charges on the high school boy. Well, once he filed a complaint in his own police report, you had the boy's side of the story, and now you've heard what happened with Ja. That the guy threw the ball at Ja's head and then squared up and wanted to fight Ja Morant. then saying he wanted to light this place up when he was leaving. So the high school boy brought the drama. So the police, after conducting the interviews with the people, decided, no charges should be filed. So that was it. So now the NBA, the team bus incident, right? Pack, who they keep trying to, Devontae Pack, who they keep trying to name as the person of interest, he was being accused of being involved in the incident with Ja Morant's entourage and was accused of pointing a gun at the Pacers team bus or flashing a red light into the bus of the Indiana Pacers. The NBA investigated and found out none of it was true. But somehow they decided, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. I understand now. We need to create these stories to tear down Ja Morant. Because he's a threat. And the Grizzlies are a threat to your whole comfort of what you wanted to build. Ja Morant was never meant to be a star in Memphis. He wasn't supposed to be one of the NBA's most talked about players in Memphis. Now, if he'd have went to the Celtics, or if he'd have went to LA or the Clippers or anywhere in that area, oh, great. But Memphis. So what are we supposed to do? Go to Memphis for the Western Conference Finals and the NBA Finals? We got to go to Memphis? Hell, you went to Cleveland? Memphis is 10 times better than Cleveland. And you hated going to Cleveland. Now, someone needs to actually state the facts because the general public is stupid. When they read something in print, they just automatically run with it and they just omit the fact that no charges were filed. He hasn't been charged for a crime. Investigations were done and found there's no reason to pursue or anything or move forward with anything. Situations have been resolved. Stuff is over with. There is no charges. He's not fighting a case. So these labels of thugs is baseless and tasteless. So where are you getting it from? Why do you keep mentioning it on every sports network now when these reports were proven to be false and the investigation was false? Not one of these analysts are out there bringing that fact up that they investigated and decided that nothing happened. But they still decided to suspend his brother for not attending his games for a year. When they did an investigation to find out that none of this stuff was substantiated with any evidence whatsoever. It was like, are you serious? Who's creating this? After you just beat the Lakers, you make fun of Shannon Sharp and the Los Angeles Lakers, saying, hold this L. Now all of a sudden it's a floodgates of slander towards Ja Morant the next day. Come on. This is too easy to figure out. That's right. Shouts out there, Kwame Brown Bus Life. Shouts out to Ticket TV. Shouts out to Welcome to HD TV. This is too real. Shouts out to Jose Rodriguez's channel. Hopefully he's doing well. I was on his live stream for a little bit the other day with him and Scrub Zero. He talked about a video with his ex-girlfriend. That was hilarious. I was like, dude, I'd have been out on strike two. Strike two would have had me out the door. But nah. I mean, you got some analysts that'll keep it real, but others do not. Especially when you've been a professional athlete. This is what I don't understand. Someone who's been a professional athlete, who knows how the media misconstrued everything for their own game, for hits, attention, people to read stuff. You've played the game. You've seen this done. You've seen this pattern of slander towards certain players. And you look at it and you take this at face value now, because now you on the other side of the glass, like, well, I don't play no more, so now I'm just gonna believe all this stuff. But when I played, I didn't believe this. Players knew what the media does, so they already would question anything that the media was doing. Plus, they've been in these locker rooms with the guy and said, man, this is bull. What are they even talking about? Who said that? Ain't a person in here in this organization would sit down and talk to you. So that became the narrative. Now, as for me, this was plain and simple. Simple arithmetic. It's a slander job conducted by the media of the Los Angeles department, overseen by the Lakers. Their media mob is spreading this garbage gossip to try to tarnish Ja Morant. And the NBA is so stupid. Why are you trying to tarnish one of your stars to try to make him a villain? Because you feel you need one. Trying to turn people against him. Look at what this one guy said, right? Saying, oh, better yet, they need to put him in jail. This is the future of the NBA. I guess guys who watch college basketball are used to being brought into this gangster lifestyle. Thug. Not surprised. Other than European guys, the NBA is full of thugs. Joke that these guys occupy space in college. Bunch of racists, right? Then here you are, a moderator for a sports website, saying concerning patterns of behavior for Ja and his crew. Ja Morant is an incident waiting to happen. It's just a matter of time. So this is the narrative they are putting out to the general public. They want the whole world to actually go into a situation believing these lies. So once again, I'm out. Shouts out and blessings to all of you. Thank you guys who have donated to my Cash App, which is Carceno, Karceno. I'm out the dough. And I just got a text message that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Deuces.